Selling digital products online is an amazing way to earn passive income, and Etsy is just the place many people come to find the digital product they're looking for. Whether it's a business owner needing templates for her online presence, a homeschooling mama looking for printables to use with her kids, or that young professional needing a digital planner to keep her to-do list organized, there's a digital product for just about everyone. And that's where you come in, my friend. If you can learn how to effectively create and sell Etsy digital products, there is a major profit to be earned. So today I'm walking through exactly what I would do if I were getting started selling digital products on Etsy this year. Let's dive in. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and we haven't met yet, I'm Kate. I'm a wife, mom, Etsy seller, and business coach, and I'm here to help you start and scale your online business so that you can make a full-time income doing what you love. I'm super pumped to be talking about all things digital products today, but before we dive into that, I want to let you know if you're watching this around the time this video is published, then I want to invite you to join me live on Thursday, January 12th, either at 2 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern Time for a free live masterclass where I'm teaching through my 5-pillar Etsy success formula. I'm going to be laying out step by step for you exactly the formula, process, and system that I use to bring my Etsy shop to the top 1% and to earn multiple six figures. This class is going to be an hour jam-packed full of practical and actionable Etsy strategy that you can implement in your shop today, whether you've not started yet or whether you've already started a shop and want to grow it even further and make consistent sales. And we're also going to have a time for Q&A, so make sure to come ready with your most burning Etsy questions to ask me. I'm ready to answer all of them. There's also going to be a free gift that we're giving out to everyone who shows up live to the class, and that's going to be a freebie bundle of digital assets that you can use in your business today. Things like free mockups, financial trackers, templates. There is so much goodness in this freebie bundle, so you definitely want to show up live either at 2 p.m. or 8 p.m. if you can. And even if you can't show up live, still sign up because we'll be able to send you the replay link afterwards. The link to get registered is in the description box below. So there are several steps that I would take if I were starting an Etsy digital product business this year. The first one is that I would validate my digital product idea. It's so important to validate your product idea before you ever even create a listing to ensure that you're offering something that's in demand and searched for on the Etsy platform. So the first step I would take to validate my product idea is to come to Sales Samurai and to use the keyword search tool to type in a keyword phrase that I'm thinking of that's related to the product I'm wanting to offer. So let's say I'm wanting to offer an Instagram reel cover template. I might type in the term reel cover templates and see what comes up. Sales Samurai will show me the amount of estimated search volume for Etsy for that keyword phrase. So we see for that term reel cover templates, it's giving us an estimated 117 searches per month for that phrase. And then we can come down here under suggestions and also see related keyword phrases. So we see here the term reel covers has almost 1,000 searches per month. So that tells us the keyword phrase reel covers is actually more highly searched on Etsy than reel cover templates. We can come over here and see some more broad related keyword phrases like Instagram templates, which has over 3,000 searches per month. And this tells me that Instagram templates definitely are highly searched for on Etsy. And when we get more specific even to reels covers, those have a pretty good search amount per month as well. So I feel pretty confident moving forward with this digital product idea because I'm seeing there is some search and some demand on Etsy for this. So once I've done the preliminary validation of my product idea, step number 2 is to continue my product and market research on Etsy. So I'm going to come to Etsy now and type in a keyword phrase that I validated on Sales Samurai. So I'm going to type in reel covers, and I'm going to look through these listings that are coming up on the first page of search results because these are the top-notch best-selling listings. Now I'm going to skip over any of these listings that say ad by Etsy seller. That's telling me this person has paid for an ad to be viewed right here. So I'm going to skip the ones that have ads to look specifically at the listings that are organically ranking high on this first page for Reels covers. I'm going to take special note of any listings that have that yellow popular now or bestseller badge, but I'm also going to take note of the ones that have a lot of 5-star reviews. So this one has over 1,000 5-star reviews for their shop. I'm going to click through on this listing and take note of a few different parts of this listing. So the first thing I like to do is to read through the 5-star reviews to see if I'm noticing anything repeated over and over again that people are really loving about these templates. This is going to clue me in on some things that I could incorporate for my bestseller potential listing and things that people really are looking for when they're looking for Instagram reel cover templates. I'm also going to click through the photos and see the video that might be there and take note of the style this seller is using and also what specifically is included in this listing. So we see this is a Canva template that's editable. It says we can edit the text, fonts, colors, photos, delete, duplicate. So this is telling me that people are really liking personalized, editable Canva templates. And we see there's over 50 included in this, so people like bundles of multiple ones that they can use. We're going to continue to just click through these and get inspiration, not so that we can copy this seller or this listing element for element, but just so we can take some ideas and put our own spin on it to make it even better for our shop. I also love to come down here and click learn more about this item so I can read the full description to see what exactly is included in this. We see the seller has the whole process of how the downloading and editing works. We see that there's 52 Instagram highlight covers included. We see the size of the covers that are included. We see the file types are PNG or JPEG. We see what we can edit. So it's just great to look through the whole description to get an idea of what all is included in this best-selling listing. Now, the next part of this step is to identify a gap in the market if we're able to. A gap in the market is an element that's not currently being offered within a certain niche that there is demand for. So if you can tap into a gap in the market, you're likely to break through the saturation of that niche because you're going to be offering something that people are looking for, but not many sellers are offering currently. So what I would do for this is to continue scrolling through these listings and take notice of color schemes, font styles, different aesthetics and vibes within these listings, and think about what your target customer might be looking for that isn't currently being offered within these listings. It could be a boho color scheme. It could be a retro font style. It could be a light and airy look. But if you can identify certain elements that are missing from these Reels cover listings, then you're sure to find that gap in the market and have really great potential to break through and be discovered. All right, so once we've validated our product idea, we've continued to do product and market research, then we move on to step number 3, which is to actually create our digital product in Canva. Now, this is assuming that the type of digital product you're thinking of is a Canva template. Obviously, you would use whatever design software or program you need to create your specific type of digital product, but a lot of the digital products that sell well on Etsy are editable Canva templates, so I want to walk you through this real quick to just show you the process of actually creating this in Canva. So of course, if you don't already have a Canva account, you'll need to register for one real quick so that you can use Canva, but it's completely free and easy to use. I have a link in the description box below that'll actually give you a free 30-day trial to Canva Pro, which is their paid subscription, but you can totally do this for free and use all of the free elements to be able to create your designs. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is come over to Canva and click create a design. We're going to put in our custom size that we know we want a 1080 by 1920. That's the size of the Instagram reel, so we know that's the size we need for our cover image. We're going to click create new design, and then we can come here and start designing however we want. Just to quickly run through this, I'm not going to create a really super complicated design for the sake of this tutorial. If you're interested in learning how to design on Canva, I have a few other videos on my channel that I've already walked through in more detail that I'll link in the description box below. But just for the sake of this tutorial, let's add a background color, and let's say that we want to add a few elements for a Q&A Reels cover. Go to elements and look for shapes. Now, keeping in mind whatever sort of aesthetic we want to have, we would look for a shape that would go with this. Let's just choose this cute little boho design here. We can always change the colors to fit our branding. We can resize, we can duplicate, and make this exactly what we want. Now, we might want to add a photo inside of a frame. So let's look up a circle frame. A frame in Canva is something that you can add a photo to, and it will automatically make it that shape. So if we want a circle photo, we first add our frame, then we can search for the type of photo we want. So let's say we are targeting business owners as our ideal customer. We might type in computer and click over to photos so we can see all of the computer photos. Now you'll notice in the bottom right corner, some of them will say pro with this little crown. That means that's a pro element that you can use if you have the pro plan of Canva. If not, you would want to use free images. Now, since this is a template that you're going to be selling for others to reuse for themselves and edit, I would suggest that you stick only with the free images and elements so that your buyer doesn't run into any issues if they are not a Canva Pro user. So let's say we like this photo. This is a free photo. We're going to click that, drag it into our frame, and we can double click to move it around if we want to, but we have our photo in our frame here. I might just edit this and add some text to make it say Q&A. Okay, so this is just a really simple and kind of thrown together image right here. So this probably wouldn't be the best to sell, but I want to just create a little something to show you. Now, once you're done with your Reels cover photo, then you can always click on the little duplicate page icon to duplicate this page, and then you would go through your elements and create another design. So remember how we saw on that listing, the template bundle that we looked at had over 50 of these Reels cover templates on it. So if we wanted to give a bundle of multiple images, we could just continue doing this and duplicating so that these are all on the same page when they open their Canva template. But of course, we would not give them 50 that look the same. We're going to go through and delete these elements or change them to reflect the different types of Reels cover templates that we want to offer them. So you can go through, delete, change, and make each one different so that it's a complete bundle. Now, once you are happy with what you've created, you have all of your different images here on this one template. Then what you're going to do is come up here to share, and you're going to click template link. Now, Canva has generated for you this specific template link. This is the link that you're going to use to actually share this template so it will be editable for your buyer. So you want to click copy on this link, and now we have that link copied. We're going to paste it in a minute to the file that we're actually going to be delivering to the buyer when they purchase. You want to make sure to use this template link as opposed to just copying and pasting a different link, because this will actually open up a brand new copy of this template for each unique purchaser. So when that shopper purchases the listing from your shop and they click this link, it will actually open up their own unique copy that they can then edit so that your original template is never touched or altered by anyone. Okay, so now that we have actually created our templates in Canva, the next step is to create a PDF to deliver the template link. So we're going to come back into Canva, come back to create a design, and we're going to create a new design. And really the size doesn't matter for this, but I would just try a standard letter size. So this is an 8.5 by 11, but you can really create this in any size you want. The important thing is that you're giving instructions for your buyer on this, as well as embedding that template link so that they can just click through on it to open the actual Canva templates to edit. So just to be clear, this is going to end up being the file that we deliver to the buyer once they purchase on our Etsy listing. So of course we want the style of this to reflect our brand colors and our brand fonts and all of that, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the design of this. I just want to show you what elements you need to include on this PDF. So I would suggest putting a logo of some sort on here and then adding text to include instructions for your buyer, because this is going to be the first thing they're seeing after they purchase your templates from Etsy. So you might want to say something like step 1, register for a Canva account. This is so that if your buyer doesn't already have a Canva account, they know they do need to register for that. You can let them know details on this under this step, as well as the fact that it's free and it's easy, and you can include a link for them to click through and just register for Canva real quick. And a tip here is that you can actually register as a Canva affiliate yourself, so you can include your affiliate link here so that every time someone actually signs up with Canva, and if they end up going with the pro version, then you can get a percentage of that sale as well. So definitely not necessary, but it's smart to be thinking in terms of how to make some affiliate income with this as well. So that's your step number 1. Then you're going to do step number 2. Click here to edit your template. Okay, so this is where you're going to create sort of a button for your buyer to click through on, where you're going to embed that template link. So to create something that looks like a button, we're going to come to Elements and search Rectangle, and we're going to add this and make it the size that we want. We can also change the color if we want to fit our brand colors. And then remember that we had already copied that shareable template link from our template. So now all we have to do is to come up here to where it says link with this little chain symbol, and we're going to paste in the link that we had copied. So now the link has been added to this button, but we also want to add some text here so that we can link it to text as well. So let's add a text box and let's type in something like Reels cover templates. We always want the colors and the font here to be matching our branding. We can resize this to what we like. Now the important thing is once we have this text highlighted, again, we're going to come up to link. We're going to paste that link again. And now that has added the link to our text as well. So both the button and the text are connected to our link. We may also want to add an underline here so that it's really apparent that this is exactly where they need to click to get that link. Now, of course, you want to make this whole PDF document look a lot prettier and a lot more branded and professional than what we have here, but this is just the basics to show you the idea of what you're creating here. You're giving a step-by-step guide as to what your buyer needs to do, giving the link for them to click, and then you can follow this up down here with some additional steps as to things you want to let them know for editing their templates. Now, let's say that we have already made this really professional and nice looking, then we're ready to download this as a PDF. We want to make sure to add our title here for whatever we want this file to be called, because this is what the buyer will see as the file name. So let's put Reels cover template PDF. And then we're going to come up here to share. We're going to click download, and where it says file type here, we're going to choose PDF standard and download. Okay, so now that we've created the templates, we've created our PDF to deliver to the buyer, then our next step is to create the actual Etsy listing. So I'm here on my Etsy shop, I've clicked add a new listing, and I'm going to skip through the majority of adding this listing because there's a lot to add here, but I want to show you what you need to know specifically for adding and delivering this digital product. So when you're adding a new digital product listing, you want to make sure under type to select digital. This is going to give you the ability to upload a digital file that the buyer will download. Now that we've selected digital, when we come down here, we can see this section that says digital files, and we have the option to click this button to upload a file. So we're going to click this upload file, and we're going to choose our PDF file that we downloaded, and we're going to add this to our listing. So we see now our Reels covers PDF is here. So this is what will be delivered to the buyer as soon as they purchase our Etsy listing. They'll be able to click and open this PDF document. Once they open the PDF document, of course, it'll look like exactly what we designed it to look like, and they will click here on this link, which will take them over to this page that says template created by Kate was shared with you. Obviously, this will have your name in it. Start designing now. So they'll click here to use the template. And like I said before, if you use the template link, this will open a brand new unique copy of the template that they can then go edit every single element that you've allowed them to edit without altering or changing your original. This will show up in their Canva account so that once they have edited this, they can edit the fonts, the colors, all of this to make it what they want. And of course, they can come up here and click download themselves to download and use it. So I hope that was helpful for you in terms of walking through the basic process of creating and delivering a digital file on Etsy to your buyer. There's a lot that goes into designing things well on Canva and doing market research. So if you're interested in any of that, you can definitely check out some of the videos I have linked in the description box below that will walk you through these steps in more detail. I do want to mention some of my favorite tools and resources for creating graphic designs that are going to help your designs look super professional. And those are websites like Placeit, Creative Fabrica, and Creative Market. You can get tons of digital elements and mock-ups, things to use for your listing to really level it up and make sure that you're creating the best, most irresistible offer and listing there is on Etsy. I have all of those linked below, as well as the link for my free live masterclass coming up on January 12th. If you want to register, remember I'm going live at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. that day. You can register for either of those times, and I would love to see you there live, answer all your Etsy questions, and help you on your Etsy selling journey. See you next time, friends.